Dathomir.
Dathomir! One of my favorite planets in the old mythos, except now it looks really barren. It used to be this jungle where the witches of Dathomir and the NIGHTSISTERS would wage war on these giant rancors and such, but yeah, now it looks really barren. Yeah. And actually, these ruins almost look reminiscent of Korriban. Or Korriban, however you pronounce it. The Sith homeworld, as opposed to anything else. But they're saying that there's this race of beings called the Zepho. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And they seem to have these ruins here.
No?
I just really like this. Oh, hey, is that something to look at? On the right? Left, right.
Yes.
What's on the edge? Is that just a kind of lichen, except it's orange?
Oh, it's like meteorite.
Or is it blaster fire?
No. It's too spread out.
But there are these holes and pockets.
Yeah, rocks. I don't know. It could be blaster fire, but you'd think there would be blaster fire elsewhere. Unless they use this to execute some very tall, very large, very rectangular dude.
Now, look at the statues up on the left.
These are, the ones that I said creepy as we went by.
There's those.
They're still super creepy.
But then also on the right, if you look on the mountainside. Yeah, up there.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah, so there are. Anyway, want to go fight a Rancor?
You mean the Rancor baby?
Yep. We're time to go fight a Rancor Babsy.
No.
Well, good thing we weren't standing.
Yeah.
Good thing we weren't standing there. What is that thing? Wouldn't count on them being friendly.
Nope. That they aren't.
But to give frame of reference for why we're starting early. 1, this game's cool. 2, we want to start starting early again. I've been starting late lately, and that's bad.
They tend to be clumsy by the looks of it.
It's still pretty fast comparatively.
This one has immense tusks on it. Uh-oh, there's a spitter bug behind it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, well, it's just dead. Force meter's empty. Damage to enemies to regain force. Oh, interesting.
Ah. To build up a kind of focus. Oh, you're standing in acid blood.
Nice
Okay,
job.
we got the Black Bane Spider. And also the... lesser NYDAK.
A NYDAK? That's not even a Rancor baby? I mean, it did look different.
Time for a stim.
It was a little fast for a Rancor. Rancors are kind of
Rancors
ponderous.
are immense.
They are big.
But I could have seen it pass off as a baby, but it didn't have the same face.
Yeah.
Anywhere you want to allocate your skill points?
I can't allocate skill points until we find a checkpoint.
Not until you find the checkpoint, right?
Yep. Let's see. Now, I always thought Rancors was more of like T-Rexes. Like apex predators, but not like the most aggressive variety. Like, not like sharks.
This door's not budging.
Okay.
Well, they can lumber about fairly swiftly. I think the problem with the one that was in Jabba's palace was that he was in such a small, confined space. They do have really short legs, though. It's really their upper arms. Well, their forward-facing arms. I suppose they're considered quadrupedal still, even though they have an ape-like stance.
There's a thing in there.
But that's where you have to get through the locked door, right?
Maybe. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just kind of going.
Ooh, a basket? Or no, it's...
Yeah, it's a nothing. Nothing yet. Let's see.
Oh, is that a lamp?
I don't know what it is, but I can't interact with it, so I'm gonna write it off. Hold up. No, there's nothing over there. Alright, well that's fine. But yeah, so we want to starting early on these streams. And also, this game is really good. So yeah, you're probably right, locked door.
block door, we'll get to the echo, if you will. I don't know if you can block the acid spit, can you?
You can block it. You just can't parry it.
Eh.
Is that 2 skill points? I wonder if I'm just gaining a ton right now. Looks like I can go down if we want to. Up there? Trying to figure out what the source of that blue glow is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not entirely sure. Can't get up there. Wonder if we ever get to the point where I can throw my lightsaber at things.
Oh, like in Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy.
I did hear
move.
that there's a saber staff in this game, which I'm kind of excited for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what does he see? Oh, mushlings. Like mushrooms. Oh, and then those are the plants. Do they bud out like that?
And then
on the right?
pop? Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like it.
They have all the spines and spikes. I love seeing various flora and fauna in sci-fi and fantasy series because they're really inventive with the way that they look.
BD1.
He's telling me where to go. Sort of.
Can you slash the flower by any chance?
Oh.
Oh. Oh, wall run. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait a minute. Is that sack what's producing them? It moved.
There we go.
Did you see that up above? On the right. Left. That, it was squirming.
It might be. Okay, we've got 2 of them out.
Better get a stem.
Good time for a stim. Yep. There we go.
I suppose a stim would be better than Bacta. Because from what I recall, wasn't Bacta...
Bacta's very slow.
It was an IV drip, essentially.
Well,
you either had an IV drip or you had to be completely submersed in the tank.
pretty much. Oh, right. I can hold this aloft.
To light your way in the dark.
Yeah, it looks like there might be a door there, but I don't think we can do anything with it. It's also kind of bright in our house right now, so... dark places are going to be the last place I generally look for anything.
Wish we had curtains.
Yeah, but our landlord's like, no curtains!
Well, it's because you'd have to drill into the walls and such. Aren't blinds enough? The thing is, blinds still let an awful lot in.
Oh,
yep.
There's your egg sack.
Yep.
What'd you find?
Wait, a burial pod. Oh. Burial pods were an essential part of Night Sister funerary rites. Readying each component of a pod was a painstaking practice. The cloth wraps were washed 3 times in magical waters. The twine hand-braided while reciting a spell of protection, and the bodies cleansed with fragrant oils.
Huh.
So, do they decompose in the burial sacks and then turn into a liquid that spills out on the ground? I don't see any bones.
I guess
Another
so.
one?
I like this lore system. At some point, I'll take a break. Maybe rest my hands and let Shell read a bunch.
Hydratus.
We could do it kind of whenever. Let's see.
I mean, I think when we scan things, because now we've discovered... Oh, wait, is that a foot?
Oh, yeah, for that guy.
Ah.
You're correct, it is a foot. He only has 1 foot, though.
The other one's in the rock. Or it was never carved
Yeah,
out.
he just never had a foot. Everyone called him monopod. For arguably obvious reasons. Okay. So there is a door up there that I can get to. So, quick storyline recap for people that have just shown up, if you guys can pass this along.
It is 4 years after the establishment of the Empire. And our main protagonist, what was his name again?
Cal?
Cal? Yeah. Cal Kestis? I believe
Yeah,
that's what his
something
last
like
name
that.
is. He was once a Padawan or apprentice of the Jedi Order. but had been working on a scrap world. Essentially, it was a world where all of the ships from the Civil War were brought to be dismantled and then recycled for the Empire. And he'd kept his identity a secret, his ability to use the Force, and unfortunately, one of his friends nearly died, and he had to use the Force to
What is it?
break his fall. Ooh, a new skin for BD1?
Yavin Prime for BD1.
So it makes him red.
That's Yavin Prime.
Oh.
So we got that. We also have the Crimson. I like the original, I think.
Yeah.
I think the red just looks odd to me.
Yep, but he used the Force to save his friend, and then the Inquisitors arrived. The Inquisitors are Force users that were employed by the Empire. This is as of the Rebels series, but they hunt down the Jedi. And originally, they just had Vader hunting down the Jedi and a couple of elite troops, but they wanted to have more Force users.
Yeah, this makes more sense.
Which
Higher
makes
stakes.
me wonder where they came from, too.
I mean, I'm
Were
assuming...
they additional acolytes, or were they people that they decided to spare if they could be turned?
Yeah, I'm assuming there were a number of people that would just follow Vader out of self-preservation. The Jedi are...
Because you would think that they would have decided to, instead of killing all the younglings, make them impressionable and under Sidious's command, pretty much. Don't you think?
Maybe.
But instead, they slaughtered them all. Just seems contrary to the whole rule of two.
Dang it. Alright, screw it. We're leaving. I haven't found a meditation spot yet around here, which is kind of rough. Next option. This way, I guess.
They were former Jedi. Traitors! Unless they had left the Order prior to the fall. At which point they would still be traitorous in some respect.
Oh. Yeah, we probably get Force Jump at some point. And so that's how we get up that.
Yep.
Let's see. So gameplay-wise, seeing as there was a question about that, it's like a slightly faster-paced Dark Souls. There's parrying, there's blocking, there's dodge rolling. You have a couple of force moves, but otherwise it's fairly Souls-like in mechanics. Whoop.
And of course in various Star Wars settings. Whoa, you rolled around and over, but would have clearly rolled off. No! It's all the acid!
I wonder how that counts with death. It's probably still the last thing that hit me. It's probably determinate on what creature expelled the acid. Probably. At least we have an easy shortcut back up there. I wonder if that creature's back. I guess we'll find out as we go along. But yeah, the other thing is it's very Metroidvania. You'll notice a lot of, like, doors and
plenty of locked doors,
ability spots that we might not be able to do stuff with. Like, I'm pretty sure that that rough-looking rock there that we just passed with the orange on it implies that I can use, like, maybe Force Jump to get up there, but I can't normally.
Oh, this guy's returned.
Yeah, he's back. It's not like he was actually too hard.
He killed you at least twice.
Yeah, but, like, he's no Ooga Booga. Like, Ooga Booga is going to be my standard... Oh, bioluminescence. Ooga Booga is going to be my standard for, like, what is hard in this game.
I do wish that more games had day-night cycles. Because it'd be fun if you spent enough time on this that sun would have set.
Oh. There's the alternative.
Just is floating in midair. Oh. Yep, he's fat.
Alright. Bite me! There we go. Alright, let's get my bits back. So what's the button? That. There we go.
Nice life force and XP. XP. I was about to say HP restored. Your life is your HP.
So this is a shortcut. Boop.
This looks like it was put here more recently.
Yep. I really like the shortcut system. Like, Metroidvanias are generally, in my opinion, some of the best just games, period. And the fact that they lean so hard on Metroidvania design philosophies is such a nice feeling for this.
What's he scanning?
That thing.
Oh.
A warning?
Ominous effigy. Can you look at it?
No data found.
Suggests nothing good.
Let's see. So is this the first planet Wander went to? Yeah, after the tutorial planet. Plot-wise, the tutorial planet's fairly basic. You effectively just kind of climb through a bunch of stuff.
And you get your next objective.
Which is find Force-sensitive people on a completely different planet.
You have to pass the trials of the tombs.
Oh.
Then you can acquire the holocron that has data involving known Force-sensitive children.
Okay.
That can be used to rebuild the Jedi Order. Ooh.
Looks like the Zepho were here. Strange. This place seems abandoned, but...
A witch.
You trespass, Jedi.
You must be a Night Sister. I had heard you were all dead.
Not all. Dothamir is forbidden to you. Leave at once.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that, but perhaps we could help each other. You see, Easy. I'm not your enemy.
Your actions say otherwise.
Wait, hold on. I'm not here to...
Look, here!
I hear you.
He's withdrawing!
Ow.
Come back here! Prepare to die, Jedi!
Okay.
Move in!
I wonder what the presence of
Hiding,
these
Jedi.
Night Brothers means for the rest of the Zabrak species. Unless they're considered
Okay,
two
there's
separate
one.
peoples.
Wow. That worked.
Ouch.
Stim here. On the mend.
Okay, so I was right about the Zabraks
Can we
on
read
this.
about them?
Night Brother Warrior.
Okay, skilled and nimble, strong defense is advised, including mindful opportunities to strike, dodge their unblockable overhead attack. Night Brothers are a male warrior subspecies of Zabraks. Yeah, so subspecies. Based on Dathomir. For centuries, their simple society was governed by NIGHTSISTERS, witches that ruled the planet, or were decimated during the Clone Wars. Territorial and extremely hostile to outsiders, fighters in their ranks are highly acrobatic, agile, and proficient in a variety of mixed combat.
Find another lore or two if you want. Yeah, read about the NYDAK.
Yeah, the NYDAK, they do look reminiscent of Rancors. Let's see. Uphold a strong defense against its aggressive and relentless attacks, easily thrown off by repeated parries. Referred to in legend as the Scourge of Dathomir, the deadly lesser NYDAK is an agile and highly aggressive alpha predator. Its carnivorous appetite and relentless pursuit of prey makes it a deadly foe to nearly all other life forms. Powerful arms allow it to traverse terrain in diverse and unparalleled methods, often surprising its quarry. And the Baneback spider. Capable of launching ranged attacks of venomous saliva. Upon death, its corpse will emit a toxic acid. The vile Baneback spider is a venomous foe to be reckoned with, primarily a hole dweller. They are known to skitter and climb with agility. When encountered, they can project venomous saliva at enemies with a range of up to 12 meters. Caution should be taken if they are killed due to emission of a toxic acid that will pool about them from their corpse upon death. Anything in the databanks about... Yeah, Dathomir while we're here. Ah, no, I pressed B.
Oh, that's fine. It was a good break spot. I just had to, do some moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anything else? Nope. Onwards! Time to make friends. Hey, there's a rest point. Anything else? Nope.
Ooh, this is nice. I love the purples.
And now we got, like, 3 skill points to work with. Told you that bathrobe was going to be no good for
It's
you
not
today.
a bathrobe.
It's a bathrobe.
It is a robe.
Okay. So what do we got? I wonder if and when we unlock the other skill points. Alright, so I want to
So
grab...
you have improved parry stuff and overhead attacks? Oh yeah, superior blocking.
Yeah, reduce stamina cost. Not that that's been much of an issue.
Oh wait, do you have a force push? Oh, empowered slow.
Yeah.
Evasive kicks. And sprint strike.
Perform another powerful attack after an overhead slash. I could get that, but I think I'm gonna save on that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they have a little preview.
That's cool. I love the animations for this. They did that really well.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So at some point we probably unlock more tiers to this and more nodes just in general. I wonder if there's a respec. I hope so. There's force choke. I don't know if it would fit
they
this
might
game.
not have that. I think they said they wouldn't have dark side powers. Now, that seems to be they're worshipping something immense with many arms.
Yep. Eldritch Horrors.
I once faced the winged.
Or Night Brothers.
Ah. I would have almost preferred that you hung back and just snuck up on them. Because that one seemed to say, I once faced the winged demon. Did you hear?
On him.
Or
Sorry.
the winged something.
You pay, outsider.
Oh, shoot. Fight me. Thank you. Well, here's what we can do.
Yes.
So I'm getting skill points, by the way, from fighting these people, which is kind of nice, but I'm going to quickly... Oh, I can't scan that. I'm just going to rest. It should reset the dialogue.
Because the winged creature might be what's in that mural, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Yeah, just be cautious. Oh.
Someone over there.
Oh gosh, they saw you immediately. Never mind.
Try harder, weakling.
Okay, so those guys are... Ow.
Fight me, you coward! Fight with me, brothers! You will die, Jedi.
They still seem to be under the thrall of the Night Sister, though.
Yeah?
With that green glow in their eyes.
I mean,
They
she
are
might
su-
not
they are
have mind
subservient.
controlled them. That might have been more of a, like, a buff.
Well, in a way, the Night Brothers are kept in the sense that if you're familiar with Greek mythology and the Amazons, they weren't equals in the society that the Night Sisters ruled.
Jedi coward! You'll have to try harder.
I think they even kept the Night Brothers in a kind of camp.
You can't win, outsider.
Doesn't look like this guy is particularly parryable. Wow. That was a nice kill. The animations in this are very satisfying.
Stim here.
How many NYDAKs have you
Ooh, listen.
Not many. Outsider!
Damn it. Ah!
Oh, they were down the hallway. I want to hear their idle chatter, but they don't give you much of an opportunity. Or are you just that bad at stealth? Yeah, close quarters aren't good.
Stop dancing around!
Well, he's gone. Okay.
I'm pretty hurt.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to these people. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of their dialogue is just kind of like...
Well, what I love about enemy dialogue and side character dialogue is you get a bit of a perception of what it's like in their society. what they value, what their idle chatter is. What's important to them.
Okay.
So in this case, it seems to be hunting large beasts.
Ow. Okay, as long as they don't charge up any of the big shots.
Okay.
Y'all want to shoot at me?
There you have to approach them.
I must defeat him.
There we go.
Nope.
Still
Can I get some
ouch.
aid?
Oh, it looks like you can get up onto that.
Yep.
Where does that lead?
Up-ish.
You have
Let's
some masks.
spin that way.
Maybe just jump from there. Yep.
There we go.
I'm
Knight
looking.
Brother Archer. Alright. A society of male warriors, the Knight Brothers are a subspecies of... Wait. That seems to be the same dialogue, though.
Yeah,
or
so it's
same
just
text.
information. No.
Alright. Maybe the ending is different.
Yeah, so it's the after the Clone Wars is new.
Mm-hmm. Extremely hostile to outsiders, Knight Brothers are skilled fighters and proficient with a variety of weapons. Among their ranks may be found archers capable of launching ranged energy bow attacks with deadly accuracy. Alright. And if you notice, they did retcon Maul to be one of these Knight Brothers.
Yep. Which I think is fine and fits.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I found interesting is that they had retconned Asajj Ventress to be one of the NIGHTSISTERS when they pretty much had established an entire species surrounding her, the Ratataki, if you're familiar with them.
Yeah.
And they even had them as a playable race in Tor and such. And now, I don't really know if the Ratataki race is still acknowledged or if it's still in canon at all.
I mean, there probably are. Because I think Ventress herself is canon.
Well, yes, Ventress herself is canon. But they've changed her origin story a number of times. Because originally, she was from Ratatak and she was trained by a Jedi Master that had found his way there and took her on as a Padawan and such. But he was killed, and she set out on her own and was eventually tested by Count Dooku and brought in as an acolyte. But in newer versions, they had her as a Night Sister.
I will stop.
Ow. Ow, what the hell? I can't lock onto that guy.
Is over.
I might get killed by this guy. Ah, come on!
None will stand before.
Well, that's annoying. So, I couldn't lock onto him no matter what, because you can only lock onto things within a certain range. So the dude was able to just, like, shoot me. Well, every time I'd hit the lock-on button, it would be like, switching camera now! And I'm like, no, don't do that!
Mm-hmm.
Eh, whatever.
I smell NYDAKs. Intruder, below!
Yes.
Remember, they have the high ground.
He shakes in
What?
fear. Come, brothers. He hides behind his guard.
Now, if you aren't looking at your opponents, then you can't properly... Oh. Were you using Force Slow on the
Nope.
object, or is
Just,
that for your
getting
vision?
your... Like, hitting the person that killed you.
You fear
Gets
our
your,
might. Your
Gets your metrics back.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything down there? No.
I remember when I first acquired Force Speed in Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Well, yeah,
I just used
after
that constantly.
after you get Force Speed, you pretty much are required to use it forever.
I see you. You'll have to try harder.
Oh, that got him. I'm still trying to figure out how to use that kick. Because it's like B plus X, but you have to like press it immediately?
You also have to be within range of a
outsider.
person, probably.
Hit him.
Ow.
Ah, you still got clobbered because of the close quarters.
Yep, it's fine. I'm doing way better than the last time I ran through here.
Close one.
Look out!
Did you ever look to the right?
Stop him from moving. Pay for the Jedi sins.
The Jedi
Pain
sin.
means nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can parry these guys. Let's see, did I ever look to the right? It's
It's
nothing.
just a wall.
Yeah. There's nothing that way.
Some help here,
either.
BD1?
Okay.
Oh, the archers again. It's like playing baseball.
Is footwork all you have?
Deadly baseball.
I will avenge my brother.
So you will. At least this is really good skill point farming. I think I already have another one. Running around on that first world was not good for it all, but these guys are rich in EXP. I thought this was a shortcut, which is why I tried like going down it earlier, but it didn't work. Oh, nope.
That wood is impenetrable.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah,
What's that?
What
Sneak
was
attack.
that? In fact, it was me.
Hey now. Did you find something, BD1?
new lightsaber switch acquired. Magus.
Yeah, we'll have to mess around with those. So, we were asked earlier, did we choose these lightsaber colors at start? No, you get to choose them more or less after the tutorial.
You have access
Or,
to
like, during it.
green and blue, but if you pre-ordered, you also get, or have the deluxe edition, I don't know if it's one or the other, then you get orange as well.
Yep.
And who knows what other colors there may be in this game. I mean, I personally like things like purple. I know that there's also white or silver, as it's sometimes referred to. Yellow.
Did I miss
Red.
a chest when I fought the archer and the melee guy? I don't think so. I'll double check. No chest here, no chest here. Nothing there. Oh, so I did.
That was the chest that he was
Come
standing
back
next
here.
to.
Something we can use?
Mantis paint job.
Racer. So you were correct. Also, thank you, Veroshawk, for the 500 bits. Over Wander, you had the high ground. High ground means nothing before my parrying might. I'm gonna be a little disappointed if this game does not make a one high ground joke once.
Or when I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, like one or the other. Just a couple of light Star Wars memeing. Huh. Now that I think about it, prequel memes has really died off lately.
Nah. There's
Yeah?
plenty of prequel memes.
Well, no, they still exist, but like, people aren't using them as much anymore.
That's because you haven't looked through the Star Wars community.
Well, yeah, maybe I just haven't been, like, on Reddit as much, but like, for a while there, people were just like, memeing left and right with just dumb Star Wars stuff. Yeah, it's probably worth it. And, like, you couldn't escape the internet without it. I wonder if it stopped after episode 7. Oh, I didn't actually rest.
Probably. A number of things have died off with the introduction of the new content.
Well,
NYDAK. A threat comes from below. Follow him closely.
got hit in the back there.
yep.
Brothers, aid me!
People are mentioning the hello there. Yep. That's a fun one. I can't believe he says that to Grievous right before their fateful encounter. Wait, did he just, why did he just turn away?
He leashed.
Oh, but you meditating is going to bring them all
That's
back.
fine. I've taken too much damage. So what I'm trying to do is get kind of a perfect run on these guys, or at least a perfect-ish run. Okay.
Because I want to progress. I want to see the
Me too.
You approach slowly.
all of those temples in the distance.
Don't lose sight of me. You can't win, outsider. Brother, no.
Okay. There we
You
go.
aren't so
You
skilled.
took a club to the face, though.
That's okay.
Gonna force him off the edge? I don't know if you can.
I'm not sure if I need it. Whee! That is such a cool
Nice.
kill animation. Yeah, that worked a lot better. Just blitzing for the archers works well. And now I got 3 healing items, and I'm not super injured as opposed to earlier, which I was very much pretty wounded. Looks like it's a big-ish platforming section.
Oh, what's this shrine?
Dunno.
A workbench or something else?
Oh yeah, lightsaber workbench. Well, it has been a while since I...
Why did it reset your lightsaber? Unless this is just the cutscene saber.
Or we're fixing it up. Oh! Yeah, this is the cutscene saber.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is probably a damage upgrade.
Oh. Now you have the saber staff. What? The double-bladed lightsaber excels at crowd control. Use the force attack to overwhelm and clear large groups. Continue blocking after successfully reflecting blaster bolt to reflect additional bolts back at your enemies. Want to see if you can change the hilt up? Or is you can't do that?
Not here, no.
No, you can't do that there. You also got a new lightsaber sleeve acquired. Ah, this looks like a nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's just bashing you from the side.
Toss me a stem, BD1.
Bad camera angle.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
Oh, a memory? Or an echo?
It's a pot.
Someone was drawn to something here. Energy from the ruins?
Oh, someone was headed toward the ruins. I felt a pull of a dark, ancient energy, temptation.
Yep.
I wonder if it has anything to do with that multi-armed spectral creature. Is that something you slide down?
It's a rope, yeah.
There's an X on that platform down
there's a couple
there.
of X's. Alright, tally ho.
Oh, oh, never mind.
They're lies.
Can you cut that?
No, it's too far away.
Nah, it is. So you're not meant to slide down it.
It looked like one of the ropes.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
fellow wanderer. I see you met the resident Night Sister, but unlike most, you're alive. Oh, a lightsaber? No, don't hide it. That would explain your survival.
Who are you?
No one to fear. No. Just a traveler, studying the nature of extinct cultures and dead philosophies.
You study the NIGHTSISTERS?
Ooh, I study many things. But yes, that Night Sister, oh, she was only a child when the war came to this world. She had to watch her whole family perish.
What do you know about those ruins?
Oh, well, ancient beyond belief. The Night Sister and her warrior kin were seduced by the power that lurks within. Avoid the ruin, or suffer the same fate.
Who is this guy?
How long have you been here?
Long enough.
1 second.
Chapter 2, Strangers.
Oh, it's just a plot summary.
Yep.
This world provided a sanctum when I was in need, shelter when I was weak, and enlightenment when I was lost in the dark.
Right. How do you know so much about the Night Sister?
Observation. I've seen many things since coming here.
What does that mean?
Must it mean something? Too many great minds have gone astray in pursuit of order.
I gotta get going.
Beware. Dathomir's mysteries are many.
Yeah, I can't jump that high. Yeah, far. Yeah.
Okay, so
We might have to learn Force Jump in order to access
100%.
that.
So I think at this point we actually have to go back
Mm-hmm.
to the ship, maybe? Because there's clearly something down there. But it won't let me go down there normally.
Were there any other paths, or was this fairly
Well, I was
linear?
thinking we probably have to go back to the other planet.
Yeah, that's possible. I don't know if we have to go back to the...
Oh, now I can interact with
Oh.
this.
There you go. Let's look at the hilts.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, why... Oh, maybe they don't give you orange for
Yeah,
the
it's fine.
double-bladed.
Eh.
Ooh.
This? Yeah, I guess it's not bad. Too industrial.
That looks nice. The purple.
You mean that?
Mm-hmm.
Look like we've got any other alloy metals. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, these are purely cosmetic, which is mostly useless because you almost never actually see any of it, but whatever.
I mean, personalizing a lightsaber is... I believe it's one of the attractions. You can...
Time for a stim.
You believe?
Yeah,
You're
well,
planning on
I
it.
know I'm planning on it. I was just going to add it. But in any case, yeah, it's one of the activities that you can book when you go to Galaxy's Edge. They have a couple different hilt sets that you can mix and match pieces from and such. Looks like a lot of fun. And the cool thing about those sabers is that they have these quote-unquote Kyber crystals that you can insert into them. And these crystals are... You have blue, red, green, purple, white, and yellow. So that's 6 colors. And Wander and I have Force FX lightsabers from the old Master Replicas line. I have Mace Windu, and he had been gifted a Darth Maul one. So between us, we have 2 replica lightsabers.
Quickly!
But I always wanted ones that could switch between different colors.
skill.
And those
I
are
won't
also
let
ones
you-
where the blades are permanently affixed and you can't unscrew them or take them out and just have the hilt. It makes transportation a bit difficult, but then also if you ever just want to wear the hilt on its own, then it's an issue.
Well, this worked better,
There's-
mostly.
There's also the issue of if your old Master Replica blade ever gets hit hard enough, which is why you're not encouraged to fight with them, you can actually damage some of the LEDs and the lighted string on the inside, and then it just shows up as a dark patch. I think both of our blades are fully intact, which is great, but one of those things where it's nice that you can find a blade maker that just allows you to replace the blades every once in a while.
Help!
I got it.
But yes, I want to make a custom lightsaber and have access to all the colors I would want. But guess what? Supposedly there were files for teal and orange, and they ended up not employing them.
Oh, for
extra colors.
in this game or
For the Galaxy's Edge
Okay.
lightsabers.
oh well.
Finally.
Maybe a little 8.
Glad you
Add
made
them
it
again?
back in one piece.
There were some close calls out there.
Please tell me nothing followed you home, kid.
I need a second.
So do we
Time
go
to
back to the
Great. Hate sitting
home
around
base?
like this.
No, we go
or do
over
we go
here.
to Zepho?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Dathomir was nice, and it's nice to have the double-bladed lightsaber, but we were supposed to go to
This whole journey has
Zepho.
put a lot of wear and tear on the Manus.
Like it was perfect before?
It was a masterpiece, but now, ugh. Just don't be surprised if I send you a bill.
Someone's low on funds.
I mean, sure, okay, that may be part of it, but I'm used to it. Were you rich growing up?
Wealth isn't really a priority for Jedi.
Yeah, well, I was poor too, but it wasn't so bad. My crew and I would find things to do for cheap. That's where I learned how to play Subhawk.
A game which requires credits. Strange choice.
Well, we were kids. We bet all kinds of dumb things from food to funny-shaped rocks. Unfortunately, things changed when we got older. Funny-shaped rocks didn't go so far anymore.
The galaxy would be a better place if they did.
Sit down, kid. It's time to land.
Oop.